Your Ford's interior is hiding serious potential, and you're leaving it completely untapped. I've been working on Fords for over 15 years, and the number one complaint I hear from owners is not engine trouble or suspension issues. It is that the interior feels cheap, cluttered, and outdated after just a few years. The cup holders rattle, the center console scratches up. The storage never seems to be where you need it. Sound familiar? Here's what nobody tells you. You do not need to spend $500 at a dealership accessories counter or drop your truck off at a custom shop to fix these problems. There are 6 modifications, each one under $50, that Ford owners are using right now to completely transform how their interior looks, feels, and functions. And these are not gimmicky Amazon gadgets that break in a week. These are proven upgrades backed by thousands of owner reviews and real-world durability. Mod number 4 sounds almost too simple to work, but it solves one of the most annoying daily frustrations in Ford trucks and SUVs, and mod number 1 pays for itself in protected resale value within the first year of ownership. Let's get into it. Mod number 6, rubber floor liner inserts for the factory carpet. Your factory carpet is a liability. The moment you step into your Ford with muddy boots, wet shoes from rain, or dirt from a job site, that carpet starts absorbing everything. Carpet stains, it traps odors, and it is nearly impossible to clean completely once it gets contaminated. Stained, worn carpet destroys resale value faster than almost any other interior damage. Custom-fit rubber floor liners solve this problem permanently. They are available for virtually every Ford model, from F-150 to Explorer to Bronco. Brands like WeatherTech, Husky Liners, and Rough Country make model-specific liners that drop directly onto your factory floor with no drilling, no cutting, and no modification whatsoever. The fit is precise because many are laser measured to the exact dimensions of your model year and cab configuration. The liner sits flush against the firewall, wraps up the door sills, and covers every inch of carpet that would otherwise take a beating. The material matters. High-density thermoplastic rubber creates a waterproof barrier that channels mud, water, salt, and debris into the liner's raised lip containment system. Pull the liner out, spray it with a hose, and it is clean in 30 seconds. The factory carpet underneath stays in showroom condition for the life of the vehicle. Cost is simple and modular. A complete front and rear set runs between $100 and $130 for most Ford trucks and SUVs. Individual row sets fall well under $50, making this a modular upgrade you can tackle one purchase at a time. Start with the front driver and passenger liners, which take the most abuse, and add the rear set later. Ford dealerships sell the same liners with a Ford logo stamped on them for $180 to $240. The aftermarket version delivers identical protection and fitment at a fraction of that cost. Resale data consistently shows that vehicles with clean, protected interiors command $500 to $1,500 more at trade-in than identical vehicles with worn carpet. A $50 investment protecting $500 in resale value is one of the highest return modifications you can make to any Ford. Mod number 5, center console organizer insert. Open your center console right now and tell me what you see. If you're like most Ford owners, there is a chaos of charging cables, receipts, loose change, maybe an old fast food napkin, pins that don't work, and a collection of items you forgot were even in there. The factory console bin in most Fords is a single large open cavity. It holds a lot, which sounds good until you can never find anything because everything slides around every time you take a corner. A center console organizer insert drops directly into that factory bin and transforms it into a structured storage system. These are custom molded trays with individual compartments sized for specific items: phone cradle, coin tray, card slots, pin holders, and open compartments for charging cables or small tools. For F-150s, the most popular option is a full-length organizer that divides the console into upper and lower storage zones. You place the organizer tray at the upper level for items you access frequently, and the space beneath it holds deeper storage items like your insurance card, a compact first aid kit, or a spare charging cable. The key is buying a model-specific organizer rather than a generic tray. Model-specific versions for F-150s, Rangers, Explorers, and Expeditions are designed to fit the exact interior dimensions of your console without shifting, sliding, or rattling at highway speeds. Generic trays create new noise problems while solving the organization issue. These organizers are typically made from ABS plastic or rubberized material and run $20 to $45 depending on the model. They install in seconds with no tools required and can be removed just as quickly if you need to access the full bin depth for larger items. The improvement to daily usability is immediate and dramatic. Everything has a designated place. Your phone no longer slides across the console when you accelerate. You stop digging blindly for items while driving, which is a safety improvement on top of a convenience improvement. Mod number 4, seat gap fillers. This one sounds almost embarrassingly simple, but it solves a problem that drives Ford truck and SUV owners absolutely insane. The gap between your seat and the center console. Every time you reach into your console, every time you shift in your seat, every time you're eating on the go or a passenger drops something, items fall directly into that gap and disappear. Your phone slides in there, fries fall in there, change, pins, cards, all of it vanishes into a crack that is remarkably difficult to reach into and retrieve anything from. I have had owners tell me they have lost dozens of dollars in change in that gap over the years and never recovered it. Seat gap fillers are flexible polyurethane leather or neoprene inserts that wedge into the gap between the seat rail and the center console, completely blocking it. They are model-specific for proper fitment and come in color options that match your factory interior, with black, tan, and gray being the most common. Installation takes 30 seconds per side. You slide the tab end under the seat, position the filler to close the gap, and it stays in place through friction. No tools, no adhesive, no permanent modification. The gap filler surface is typically waterproof and wipeable, so if something does spill near the seat, it wipes clean instead of soaking into the carpet or getting into the seat rail mechanism below. That seat rail area is particularly vulnerable to liquid damage. Coffee, soda, and water that get into the seat adjustment mechanism can cause corrosion that leads to sluggish or failed power seat motors. A power seat motor replacement on an F-150 runs $300 to $600 depending on the model. Blocking the gap with a $20 filler is obvious preventive maintenance when you frame it that way. These sell for $15 to $35 for a pair and are available for virtually every Ford model. The improvement is one of those things you do not appreciate until you have it, and then you cannot imagine going back. Mod number 3, ambient lighting LED strips under the dash. The factory interior lighting in most Ford trucks and base trim sport utility vehicles is functional, but nothing more. A dome light overhead and maybe a couple of door pocket lights, that's it. The result is a stark utilitarian interior that feels exactly like what it is, a work vehicle. Meanwhile, limited trim and platinum trim owners are paying thousands more, partly for multicolor ambient lighting that transforms how the interior feels at night. You can replicate that premium feel for under $40. USB-powered LED strips with adhesive backing install under the dashboard, along the footwell area, and optionally along the door panels. Modern LED strip sets designed for automotive interiors are low profile, run cool to the touch, and draw so little power that they have essentially no measurable impact on your electrical system. The better kits include a controller that plugs into your 12-volt outlet or USB port and offers color selection, brightness adjustment, and even music reactive modes that pulse the lighting with your audio system. The installation process requires no electrical knowledge. You are not splicing into your wiring harness. You are using adhesive mounting tape to position the strips and a USB or 12-volt power connection already built into your factory console. The strips come with right-angle connectors that let you route them around corners without visible hardware. Total installation time is 20 to 45 minutes, depending on how thorough you want to be with cable management. The visual transformation at night is genuinely striking. A soft blue, red, or white glow across the footwell area eliminates the harsh contrast between dark floor and overhead lighting. It makes the interior feel more refined, more intentional, more expensive. Passengers who get into a Ford truck with quality ambient lighting installed consistently notice it immediately and ask about it because it does not look aftermarket. It looks like a premium factory feature from a higher trim level. Look for kits that specify automotive-grade waterproof ratings since footwell environments see moisture from wet shoes. Avoid the cheapest options that use low-density LED strips, as these create visible hotspots between individual bulbs rather than a smooth, continuous glow. Quality kits in the $25 to $40 range use high-density strips that look significantly more refined. Mod number 2, steering wheel cover with grip enhancement. Your factory steering wheel is going to wear out. This is not speculation. It is a documented pattern across Ford trucks and SUVs that the steering wheel leather or faux leather starts showing wear at the 9 and 3 o'clock grip positions within 2 to 3 years of regular driving. The leather thins, cracks, and eventually peels. This is purely a contact wear issue from tens of thousands of steering inputs over years of driving. A replacement steering wheel from Ford costs $400 to $900 depending on the trim level and whether your wheel has controls embedded in it. Reupholstering a factory wheel at an auto upholstery shop runs $150 to $300. Neither option is necessary if you act before the damage becomes severe. A quality steering wheel cover in genuine leather or high-grade microsuede costs $20 to $45 and installs over your factory wheel, protecting the surface underneath while simultaneously improving grip and tactile feel. The key distinction is buying a cover sized specifically for your wheel diameter rather than a universal fit cover. Ford trucks and SUVs typically use a 14.5-inch to 15-inch steering wheel diameter. An exact fit cover installs snugly without bunching, slipping, or creating an uneven grip surface. Microsuede covers have become increasingly popular over traditional leather because microsuede maintains grip even with slightly damp hands, resists heat buildup in direct sunlight, and does not require any break-in period. Leather covers feel more premium but can become slippery when hands are sweaty or wet. The secondary benefit of a steering wheel cover is thermal insulation. Anyone who has gotten into a truck after it sat in summer sun knows that a bare leather wheel can be painful to hold for the first several minutes of driving. A cover adds a layer of insulation that dramatically reduces this problem. In winter, the cover retains warmth far better than bare leather or plastic, making cold start drives noticeably more comfortable. This is a mod that improves the experience of every single drive, which makes it one of the highest daily impact upgrades on this list. Mod number 1, full interior protection kit with ultraviolet protectant. Here is the modification that pays the highest return on investment of anything on this list. And it is the one most owners completely overlook because it does not add anything you can see immediately. It prevents damage you will not notice until it is too late and too expensive to reverse. Ford's factory dashboard and interior plastics use ultraviolet stabilized materials, but that stabilization has limits. Depending on where you live and how much direct sun your vehicle sees, dashboard cracking, fading, and warping can start appearing within 3 to 5 years on unprotected surfaces. In Sunbelt states like Arizona, Texas, and Florida, I have seen Ford interiors start showing ultraviolet damage at 40,000 miles. A cracked or warped dashboard assembly on an F-150 can cost $800 to $2,500 to replace, depending on the trim level and whether the dash has airbags or defrost elements integrated into it. A professional-grade interior ultraviolet protectant and conditioner kit runs $25 to $45 and includes products specifically formulated for automotive plastics, vinyl, and leather. These are not the greasy Armor All products that leave a slick surface and actually attract dust. Modern formulations like 303 Aerospace Protectant and Chemical Guys, VRP, use water-based formulas that restore ultraviolet protection to the surface without changing the texture or creating a glossy appearance that looks unnatural. The application takes 15 minutes for a complete interior treatment. You apply it to the dashboard, door panels, center console surfaces, and any other plastic or vinyl surfaces. The protectant penetrates the material and rebuilds ultraviolet resistance that degrades over time from sun exposure. Applied every 3 to 4 months, it maintains the interior in near factory condition indefinitely. Combine the protectant with a quality windshield sunshade available for $15 to $25, and you have created a complete ultraviolet defense system for under $50 total. The sunshade blocks direct solar radiation from reaching interior surfaces when the vehicle is parked, which is when the most cumulative ultraviolet damage occurs. A reflective sunshade can reduce interior temperatures by 40 to 50 degrees on hot days, which also protects electronics in your center console and prevents the dashboard plastic from heat cycling repeatedly, a process that accelerates cracking even without direct ultraviolet exposure. Resale value data shows that interiors free of ultraviolet damage, cracking, and fading command $800 to $2,000 more at trade-in than identical mileage vehicles with sun-damaged interiors. Dealers factor this directly into their appraisals because they know the cost of interior reconditioning. A $45 protectant kit that preserves $1,000 in trade-in value is the best return on investment of any modification you will make to your Ford. The pattern with all 6 of these modifications is that the best ones don't just look good, they protect what you've already invested in your vehicle. Floor liners protect your carpet, gap fillers protect your seat rails and your phone. Steering wheel covers protect your factory wheel. UV protectant protects your entire interior surface. These modifications compound over time, and by the time you are ready to sell or trade your Ford, you will be in a fundamentally different position than owners who ignored them. Take this weekend and pick 2 or 3 from this list to start with. The total investment for all 6 stays well under $200, and the combined return in daily usability, comfort, and preserved resale value is measurable in the thousands. If you found this valuable, subscribe and hit the bell, because we cover exactly this kind of practical, money-smart Ford content regularly. Drop a comment telling me which of these 6 mods you are installing first. Share this with other Ford owners in your circle who are sitting on an interior that could be dramatically better for almost nothing. I'll see you in the next video.